Okay. Recording has been saved. The new one has begun. All I can do is kind of just... Wait. Oh, cancel me. Time, Europe, okay. Details, Borderlands, goatee. Access is denied. Operation could not be completed. Oh, there we go. Okay. Are we back in non-robot mode? Let me know if my voice has become as beautiful as the angels made it to be once more. And then I'll we good? Yes! Easy. Dude, it's you know, they call me the god of computers. Who does? You know, some people, I'm sure. At least, like, you know, if you consider yourself, like, each neuron being a different individual, especially with how crazy and screwed up. Angelic voice, chef skills, perfect. Perfection, I love it all. Bon apple tea. Yes, let's go. Oh, all right, put me back in. All right, hold on. Let's put this up. Professional style. We got the sliding motion. Oh man, it's it's something to do with Borderlands, I think, because I'm not gonna lie, it's something that only happens with Borderlands. I think you could probably do a great Michael Keaton Beetlejuice impression. Could I? I gotta look. Okay, don't hang me for this one. It's a movie I've always wanted to watch, but I haven't gotten there yet. What does he go? Yeah. Take it that in any way you want to. I take anytime anybody says that I sound like anybody else, and you can even say some real fucked up people, I'll always take it as a compliment. I'll think it of as ooh, okay, so I have a future impersonation, maybe. I can you know, make $5 at my local comedy club or something, like every couple of months. The first one is great. I couldn't finish the new one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, can I say my favorite part, having never watched it, my favorite part is, you know, come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. That's my favorite part of it for sure. Mainly because yeah. Starting. There we go. That's that scene around the dinner table. Like, you know, you don't need to watch a movie to know many of its references, I guess. Could not finish the new one. That makes me a little sad. So it was, what about it for you, Hubby Dub, did not like fall within your scope of enjoyment? Do you think it's a very personal thing? Like, do you think it was enjoyable in other ways for maybe other people, and it just didn't vibe with you, or is it like a Joker 2 situation where it's kind of a travesty? And also, can I say, can we stop, like, this influx of, like, you know, using old IPs to make movies? Man, like, the whole point, what made, like, Ghostbusters great, what made, you know, Beetlejuice great, what made, maybe not Alien? And I'm not saying Alien isn't great, I'm just saying that they, you know, they're still coming out with that shit. Is the fact that, like, it was a one-off thing, man. They became cult classic. Like, you don't see Pulp Fiction 2 coming out. You don't, in fact, you don't see any, like, you know, like, Tarantino sequel other than Kill Bill 2, which was, like, planned as such, man. And so, like, the charm from the first movie wasn't there. Okay, that makes sense, because it just feels forced, right? It's there to prey on your nostalgia, so I definitely understand the criticism, so to speak. Like, people need to let these IPs die. We hang on to these things. Like, I understand that new things are scary, and you know, you want to forever live in a specific year of your life, okay? You want every year to be like 1991 or something? I don't know when Beetlejuice first came out, 88 maybe? But you gotta let, like, sleeping dogs lie, man. You gotta, money grab, exactly. Like, well, you know, like, look, with Disney, I understand there's always gonna be new children out there, right? You can't just be rerunning the 1940s, like Cinderella, right? Sometimes you gotta, like, modernize things a little bit. And then, you know, I understand that, you know, animation has its charm, and it's much different, of course. But those are movies for kids, right? We don't really judge those with the same, like, value judgment as we do movies for adults. At least I don't. Maybe I'm, like, the odd one out there. But, like, I just, you know, the thing that they should be bringing back, they don't. Like, where's our season 2 of Firefly, man? What the fuck? Why are you bringing about, like, you know, like, fucking, I don't know why Ghostbusters is, like, the only thing that's coming in my head right now, but there's many options like it, folks. Like, just let Jackie Chan, like, rest, right? We don't need, like, a Rush Hour 4, although I would probably see it and eat it like slop, but, you know, like, maybe I'm a little hypocritical there, but you know what I'm talking about? Just make new shit, man. Leave, like, get new actors in here, man. The whole point of the industry is the purpose of the system is what it does, man. Sorry. Oh, I just make new shit, man. Just make new shit. Stop bringing the old and with the new. There's a charm to it, okay? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, Jumanji was a little fun, but it was not that good. And I guess you can say that about a lot of projects, that some of the actors involved in the, you know, in the project are maybe at fault for, like maybe an unfortunate result of their popularity, but at the same time, I don't know, like, you could have made, like, you know, Kujo Manji or something where you're like a, you know, there's a board game with a big dog on it or something like that, and that would have been maybe a little bit more, I don't know, compelling than just putting 4 teenagers in a in a console because, ooh, it's a modern take on the genre. Oh man, I miss new IPs, man. I say that, but I'm not, well, I'm not a moviegoer because of, like, the kind of slop that's making it out there these days. And look, I understand that we're still kind of suffering a little bit from the after effects of the writer's strike, right? Like, we're still probably getting a couple of movies, like, maybe this year will hopefully be the last, where, you know, it was written by executives and ChatGPT and not by, you know, actual writers, and that's why these movies have been sucking so much lately. At least that's what I hope. I don't know, maybe that's like an old head take, and it's just like, no, they're just not made for you, man. It's like, okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Claptrap Bubblehead, let's go. Look, just make some good stuff. No, I was avoiding talking about it. I didn't forget about it. I was just not wanting to, like, step into that landmine, okay? That like suicide pass. The Borderlands, the movie, the travesty, the Lilith. It's the whole thing is fucked up, okay? No, I don't want to go to the Firestone Coliseum. I want to quit, man. I want to quit. Get me out of here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, we load in just in case. No, we get out. Look, okay, we were on such a streak for video game content making it to the silver and big screen, man. I mean, and I say a streak, it was like a streak of what, 2? It was Last of Us and like one other project. It's look, okay. And this is coming from, like, you know, I love Cate Blanchett, you know, they even got Jack Black in there, which his aura has been, I gotta say, his aura is, like, he's been accruing a lot of aura throughout his, like, career, right? Like, this guy must be at, like, a 2 billion aura at this point. But some of his, like, you know, I'm Steve. I'm Steve and this is Minecraft. It's like, okay, maybe go back to Jablinski Games, Jack Black, for a little while. Just go make some videos with your kid. Maybe movies, maybe take a break. Maybe you're a little, like, like, checked out. No offense. Maybe for a little while, just, you know, you never know. You only got, what, like 13 years before your kid hates you and loathes you and wants nothing to do with you for like 5 or 6 years. Maybe leave leave movie making until then, and then you make like some really depressive shit, kind of like how Adam Sandler is these days. And look, just because it's depressive shit doesn't mean it's good movies, okay? He got to chase that bag though. Yeah, look, I understand. But that's what I mean, like it comes at a detriment to his aura, which I guess, you know, the aura only affects other people, it doesn't necessarily affect you. And look, don't get me wrong, I would change, you know, if Randy Pitchford sends me an email, like, you know, later today, and it's like, we need you to change the kind of commentary that you do on Borderlands. I'm like, fucking no way. And he's like, but we give you $2 million. I'm like, dude, man, I love the Borderlands movie. Is there integrity lost there? Yeah, absolutely. Would I actually do it? Probably not, or at least I would like to think not. But $2 million is a lot of money. Depends on the time of the contract, at least, and the NDA afterwards. If I just gotta say that the Borderlands movie was the best thing of all time for like a year, and then after that year, I can just be like, you know, $2 million richer, and I can go back to slandering it, then maybe, you know, sometimes the price you gotta pay for happiness, I guess, and not that sellout. At least I'm honest, you know. At least you know that if I ever change my tune, there's money in my pocket, and as with everything that I ever say, nothing I ever do is serious, and nothing that I say is my real opinion unless you agree with it, in which case it's like gospel to me. Also, can I, the descent begins? Look, okay. It's fine. We're at least like, you know, 20 years away from that happening, so I don't think it's anything that people need to worry about so far. But in 20 years time, whenever I get, you know, like a $500 sponsorship to play like a really bad game that I can't, you know what, no, I'll probably have a clause that's like, look, I gotta say what I think, otherwise this shit ain't gonna fly, brother. Unless you want me to play like fully silent, which I think beats the point of getting a sponsorship in the first place, because the sponsorship wants the personality to be playing the game, right? And if they pay for you to drop your persona, man, it's like, what's the damn point, brother? What's the damn point? Now it also depends on what faction you know, makes me sign the dotted line. If you know, the McDonald's Corporation comes to me and says, here, we'll give you $1 million to have some McDonald's on stream, I'm like, oh fuck, shit. If I say yes, I'm a sellout. If I say no, the Pinkertons are gonna come after me and kill my whole family. I would like to say it's kind of a no-brainer, when it really kind of is. Opinions can change, so maybe your opinions just happen to change after the NDA ends. That's right. That's what you know, that's the whole point of what we were saying earlier. We're in a constant mood and change, and our brains are, you know, constantly evolving. Plus, I could like get into an accident, like, or at least, you know, say that I got into an accident and say, damn, my brain got like unmushed. I got into an accident that made my brain 10 times larger, and now, like, I know I've been saying from last year that Borderlands, the movie, has been like one of the best things to come out in this generation, but now that this accident has caused me to return to like a, you know, 2-digit IQ level, I suddenly want to go back on the things I've been saying for the last couple of years. As long as I get a bit of your money, then I'm all for it. Look, okay, maybe we put it a little bit back into the community. Sure. I'll invest in a park or something for people to be happy in. You don't need to agree with all my policies about me banning like your basic human rights, but new park just down the street. Imagine that. Oh man, we need also, can I say, and maybe this is like theme parks or whatever, but can we have like adult parks that are like free or something? I miss going out on a damn swing, man. And look, you don't, just because we're adults, you don't need to like besmirch like everything that someone says and turn it into something that it's definitely not. I just want the feeling of weightlessness again, and carefree attitude. And I get that like one of those is a little bit easier to attain than the other. But I just want to go out on a swing set, man. Like, there don't even need to be nobody near me or nothing. I'm not looking to look socialized. Well, maybe, now that I think about it, you know? Imagine how many new friends you would make if there was a park for adults. Like, both of you are swinging on the set at the same time, and you're like, you know, oh, what do you do? I'm an accountant. Like, oh, no way, I love accounting. Dude, let's be best friends. Gotta go cook lunch. I'll def see you later, man. Have funsies. Thank you so much for coming by, Hubby Dub. I hope you have a good lunch. Adult parks might have some connotation. That's what I mean! Just because you put adult in front of it don't mean that it gotta mean something, man. What, like grown-up parks or something? Like, is there any good way of putting it? Is there any, like, way that can't be taken? Like, anything is, like, has a connotation to it, and that's what, like, grinds my damn gears, man. That's what throws a spanner in my works. You can't have, like, honest conversation. Just go to a park, man? I can't, because there's children there, like little pieces of shit. If I want to go swing at a park, I gotta go at, like, midnight, which by itself invites, like, some strange interactions that I don't want to be a part of, okay? Oh. There's too many moving parts. There's too many people having kids these days, but also not enough. It's the wrong number. Oh, man. Psych. Look. Going swinging at a park, you freak. God damn it! That's what I mean, man! There's no innocent conversations when, like, after you're, I don't know, 12 or something? Everything has to have, like, some sort of deep hidden meaning. People can't say what they want to say anymore, like, without it being misconstrued and, like, as, like, a multi-layered, like, you know, meaning thing. Like, oh, dude, I love drinking milk. Oh, you freak! You Homelander freak! You Blizzard office, crawling freak! No, man, I just like, you know, drinking it straight off of a cow's udders. Like, you can't say that, you can't say that. Like, come on, man. Okay, fine, I love, like, you know, grabbing a bunch of soybeans and just, like, you know, fucking putting them in a cheesecloth and squeezing that shit straight into my gullet. Like, you little soybeans, you mean like a man's ball sack or something? Like, oh, man, I just want to drink milk, man. I want to drink milk without all the baggage. Oh. Oh my god, I'm dying? What the hell? Who's dying me? You're dying me? Are you dying me? Here. Also? I don't know. Oh, that's it. I was kind of using that as to like kind of push me forward into like a new thing and hoping that my brain would fill in the gaps, but it's sometimes the ad-libs, they don't work with you, man. They work against you, in fact. You like, pick a noun, feet. Oh, okay. Man, I love licking feet. Like, no, god damn it, man. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course. You know, you do you. You know, I just don't like, especially if it's, look, and this is a little controversial perhaps, but there's some Australians nearby, and I see them often. Motherfuckers are always barefoot, huh? They like feeling a connection to the earth being like pavement made by man. And that shit, it doesn't freak me out per se. Like, there's definitely worse things that you could be doing out in public, but at the same time, I'm like, brother, like, there's broken glass these days. You know, like, we're not living in a plastic-free society. Like, you're getting microplastics and like little bugs that fucking dig into your foot, like the scarabs in from the Mummy, and they just like carve a path through your nervous system or something. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an entomologist. I didn't invent daylight savings time. I'm just a guy. But like being barefoot all the time and then being into like feet stuff, it feels a little sick, man. Pardon verbiage. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it's seasoning. It's like a wok. That's why it gets the blackened hue. It's just adding flavor. Oh, I apologize. I apologize for everything that my past self has said before. Look, ever since those weird things that I said in the past, I've grown as a person. And honestly, you know, hold on. Where's my ukulele? I need to make an apology video. Oh, man. Oh, another oil can? Dude, we gotta be close with the oil cans, man. We gotta be close with the oil cans. Oh, brother. This achievement hunt is gonna drive me insane, man. Was that a bobblehead? Was it a bobblehead or not? Hold. Gears? No, it was not a bobblehead, okay. Are we done? Nope, there's a couple more here. Alright, now we done for real? Alright, great, fantastic. Oh man, I don't know. This is the world that we live in is crazy. It's absolutely insane. Oh. What are you hunting? So these and I hope that that's an honest question. Otherwise I'll cry. These robots that I'm killing constantly, they have a chance to drop, and they're little freaks, so like don't judge me for this. Hold. They have a chance of dropping these and look, these robots are freaks, right? Of course it's honest. How dare you? I'm sorry. I apologize. That's why I wasn't sure. They drop these 3 different things. They drop more. They drop like 3D glasses or whatever. But I've already collected those. So every now and then you see me pick up an oil can. I need 25 of those for some reason. Every now and then they drop like a claptrap bobblehead. I need 15 of those. And then look, this water party, there's many things about it that I dislike. But what I don't dislike is the pizzas, and that's what I'm looking for right now. Also, why is there, now that I've been concentrating a lot on the fact that they have panties that they're dropping. But what the fuck is up with the fish in a bag, bro? Is that like a 1970, like, you know, college in America, like, trope of, you know, no party is complete without, like, pizza and fishes in bags, bro? What the fuck? Like... Randy Pitchford is a freak. I keep going crazy on the guy, man. I apologize. Yeah. So yeah, these every time I kill one of these guys, they have like a low chance of dropping one of those 3 things, which is the pizza, the bobblehead, or the oil cans. And so I just, it's essentially a mowing machine of robot killing, which in many ways is very cathartic, I guess you could say. Like, this is me, like, literally fighting against, you know, the modern era, I guess, in the best way that I can, by shooting a bunch of 1s and 0s with other 1s and 0s. But the fucked up about it is that the weapon itself is made out of 1s and 0s, man. Like, nothing that you see on the screen right now is real. The only thing that's real is whenever you look in the mirror, man. Even then, that's like a facsimile. That's like unreality, if anything. Sorry, I'm getting a little too deep. That goes without saying. What, the fish in a bag thing? Like, no party's complete without a fish in a bag? What is this freak stuff, man? So now, like, this is the best place to farm them, and so you come over in here, you kill around 40 of these guys, then you move on, I guess. You know, consider it like a drive-by or something. Maybe not a drive-by. I want to apologize. That one time I said you could consider it a drive-by. I wasn't in my best behavior. I didn't know what I was saying. I didn't know how many people I was hurting with the words that were coming out of my mouth. Yeah, like these guys, these human-looking guys, they don't do shit to me other than piss me off, so that's why I kill them personally. Other people might, you know, you might see differently eye to eye with every different person you meet, okay? But yeah, so around 40 of these guys spawn. Each of them has a small chance of dropping one of those things. And then after I'm done, I go around, I collect all of the blue things, hope that some of them are the things, and then I essentially my hell. It's my version of hell. I just gotta stay here until like they all drop everything that I want. No, the guy is a freak. Okay, good. I appreciate feeling a little bit of camaraderie, I guess, from having my thoughts reverberated upon another's brain stems or something like that. Will lead us to kings. So yeah, as soon as because I pick the stuff up like a madame junkie. So if I see one of the stuff that I gotta like pick up every time, I'll stop and you know, smell the flowers a little bit. Wires, motherboards, gears, man, gears. They keep Richard gearing me. Oh, okay. Nothing of worth here. And so, and at the same time, you know, I'm killing these guys. They're dropping stuff. Sometimes, or many of the times, or nearly 100% of the time, I guess. They also drop weapons to go with it. So, to avoid, because it's just blue stuff, I just like keep like that's the fish in a bag, or clapfish or something. I don't know. We have that fish is not doing okay, man. that fish is a little fucked up. if I can use the F word so brazenly. So that's one of the things that we don't need. Did we just get nothing that we need at all? Well, the panties, like I said, we've had enough panties. We don't need to like keep going back into that hole. Oh wow, that was a weird way to phrase it. I mean, the dump hole. Wait, no. Oh shit. Maybe just adding hole to things is the problem. Maybe just find like different the aperture, but that's not what I mean though. Sorry. I mean just like a dumping grounds, like the Hyperion dump. No second meaning intended. I don't want to exit the game, you freak. I've already restarted. Put me in. Oh, my brain is. There's a little. Stick it in your fun hole. No, man. Unless you mean in my mouth, because I make funny noises. Then yes, that is my fun hole in many ways. And by stick it, you could mean like a nice little corn dog or something like that. Oh man. Oh, food is crazy, man. Like, isn't it strange that we've had like, oops, let's sell all my stuff. We've had like, you know what I'm talking about? Hold on. At some point, I'll get the words out, and if that's your funnel hole, go for it, man. Yes, dude. Stick it in your funnel hole is the new way of saying let's go eat something. What was I talking about? Something about food? Food is fucked up. That, oh yeah, for like hundreds of years we've been like genetically modifying stuff. That's fucking crazy, man. If you stop to think about it for a second, if you stop to think about anything for a second, you might go insane. But mostly about the fact that you can see, like, you know, the original bananas and stuff like that. That shit is, it's like a mini, like, oh my god. I could have just walked around it, but I was so determined to use my rocket jump that I ended up getting a little loony. Try thousands of years? Well, possibly. Yes, very much so, very much so. Oh, man. Mesopotamia was out there kind of being like, ew, this fruit isn't that good, but this generation of this fruit is pretty good, so we should plant more of this, right? Because that's the crazy thing, right? Like, people, I remember back in like the early 2000s, people were going crazy, particularly in schools, about like the plant genetics, that, like, you know, that was like a constant topic of conversation and of study in like science class, was like the fact that all fruits these days are like genetically modified or something, like a GMF, genetically modified fruits. There's like a better term for it. domestication of plants and animals is that? Yeah, exactly. So it was like a big craze about like letting all the children know that everything that they're eating isn't real. Maybe that adds a little bit to the disillusion of our generation or something like that. Maybe. I don't want to read into it too much, but at the same time, I can do nothing but read into things too much. Because that's what they made me do, man. They were like, dude, reading into this fruit a little bit too much. And if I'm reading into fruit too much, then where does it end, man? Where does it end? At that point, you're over analyzing like the sole of your feet, man. You're like, why is there like a little bit more critical thought, man? It's fucked up that they introduced that shit to children, man. Children should just take everything at a face value. That's not true. It's good that we have critical thought. If anything, children these days are the smartest that children have ever gotten in many ways, and unfortunately, it's like the smartest that some people ever get. Oh, that if that makes you upset, then I'm sorry that I'm telling the truth. Oh man. Okay. Oh, you're standing on the. That's not how you use fortifications, my guy. Like the wall usually goes between you and the target. GMO! That's what it was. Was a bit in Austria and it was not framed as a negative. At least I don't remember it as bad. Really? Interesting. Yeah, GMO stuff was like constantly brought up and it wasn't, maybe it wasn't negative, but there was a negative connotation to it, I guess. Like the way it would be brought up would always be with like, not a disdain, but definitely quite a bit of like, you know, judgment. You know, maybe that's just a Catholic thing. Maybe everything you hear about as a kid growing up, you know, oh, it's not our God-given fruit, like, unlike the apple, you know, or something like that. And I love the fact that people will be like, you know, no, I don't eat any of that GMO stuff. I only eat stuff that is like natural, made by like by my local farmer that doesn't use any pesticides. Brother, I'm sorry to tell you, but that shit is like, you're not eating God's apple, man. Like that shit was probably like looked like a dried grape, like originally, and it was like probably like the seeds inside it were bigger than the apple itself, and now you get more apple than you get seeds, man. If anything, we're fucking up the world for apples, brother. Well, fucking up the world for many things, but yeah, I don't know. I've always, there was always a point or a level of whenever we were learning about that stuff that people were like, yeah, no, it's not natural or something like that. I don't know, man. People, if people are at that age, and we were just a kid, so we were being influenced, I guess, in many ways. So we're in many ways guilt-free. And nothing that we ever did was really bad. It was mostly the adults making things bad, which is true for like at all points in the universe, I think. But if you're that judgmental about like, you know, something that you put in your mouth, wait, no, maybe you should look. We'll lead us to kings. You should be judgmental about things you put in your mouth many times. Talking more about like if you're that judgmental just about fruit, then dude, it never ends, man. That's just it's a slippery slope. It's a gateway judgment, man. Boo. Carry on. We'll lead us to kings. Yeah, I guess because we lived in the countryside, farming was more of a present, so it was framed more neutrally. Yeah, exactly. Right. That's 100% it as well. Like, I grew up in very not rural. Like maybe my very early life was quite rural, but by the time I moved to where I got like most of my education, it was very city boy stuff. So I don't know. The world is it's fucked up no matter how you see it, man. Oh. Yeah. But you know, not to get into the topic of GMO and fruits, but they were cooking, man. Literally and figuratively, whenever they were separating the atoms from the banana tree that made it just make seeds and made it make yellow goodness or something. They were doing some stuff, man. I'm glad for the many generations, the potentially hundreds, if not thousands, that were like, yeah, brother, you know what? We're not happy with the current state of the world. We are our own. We are the makers of our present and future. What's happening here? Oh, hold on. Why do I have both of these? I mean, this one is clearly better. Your ass is junk, brother. Why am I holding on to you? You make me sick. Oh, please, please, please get me over the edge. No. Oh. Oh, man. Being a professional gamer is kind of a burden at times, man. You do things like you kind of surprise yourself, and therefore, like, you take yourself maybe out of your A game by being on your, like, S+ game. You know what I'm talking about? Like, there's some stuff. You guys ever feel like you peak? You've peaked. And then everything from then on is like a slope. That's crazy. We need to be more accepting of ourselves, I think. I know that's maybe like a little controversial, maybe an opinion that not everybody should have, but you know what? If it means becoming a martyr and die on this hill, look, I'll or you know what? Yeah, something I saw like a few weeks ago to like a few months ago. People say dying on the hill. Fuck that, man. I'm reframing that shit. I'm fighting on that hill. I'm killing on that hill, brother. I'll be on that hill like using the damn high ground, brother. Unless you're bringing in like a bazooka or something, your ass is toast against my sword, brother. The second you jump like 3 lengths of a human being towards me, like all of your limbs are on notice, man. Your ass is landing at the banks of the mount or something, of the hill, I guess I should say, to carry on the metaphor. And you're staying there until like a guy in a spaceship arrives and puts you in a chamber that gives you like some mechanical limbs or something like that. Also, can I say how fucking cool it is that like losing limbs these days? And again, like I'm not trying to talk about the traumatic process or how life-changing it is, but more about the fact that, like, you know, you can get like facsimiles these days that isn't like a wooden stump, and that shit's kind of cool. I don't know. I don't mean to glorify like losing your limbs in any sense of the way. It's just like it's nice for the people who, you know, have gotten into those accidents in the first place to have like an option to carry on trying to get a little bit of normalcy, a little bit of hope core maybe, but at the same time, because it's like a sensitive subject, I'm, you know, always afraid. It's crazy, man. You can't talk about shit like genuinely anymore, man. You can't like be genuinely like curious or hoping for people without it being like, ooh, you can't say that. There are better alternatives compared to the past. Exactly, and I'm happy for it, man. There's with so much stuff that is like crazy in this weird world of ours that is run on purely on money. I'm glad that there's things for people out there who suffer that give them a little bit more, you know, give them more autonomy, I guess is a good way to say it. Like that program that allows you to 3D print a finger replacement in your house. That's crazy. Oh yeah, the thing that like kind of bends with you as well. Like some people are using it as like a 6th thumb as well. Like I think that's a little greedy if you ask me. That's like, you know, the root of you know, problems in our society is the fact that people want more fingers instead of just replacing the ones that they've lost. You know, like we have a surplus of fingers, people. We have a surplus of fingers. But yeah, it is kind of sick though to like, you know, twist your hand in a certain way and not use your thumb to hold a drink or something like that. It is kind of cool. Cybernetic stuff is and I know it's very analog. It's as analog as it gets. In fact, it's just a bunch of like moving parts. I guess without it being powered by something is what I'm trying to say. It is fucking cool, man. I also like the what's the name, the technology that uses bending things to like I don't know the terms, right? Like range of motion or whatever. It's probably like a buzzword for that type of stuff. Ooh, another oil can. You saw that red thing for like a brief second? That was an oil can, baby, and we love it. You can also see it on the top there if you were like fast enough to read it. I love it. I love every minute of it. Oh my god, stop with the pink panties, man. We've had enough. Just give me pizzas, man. I'm hungry for like a certain, for a different type of food, okay? In many ways. Oh. Put me back in. Put me back in, coach. The world is never stops, man. We're reaching unprecedented levels of energy. We're going off the deep end. We're learning. Okay. Wow. Sorry. I didn't mean to scare you, kitten. Oh no. Oh god. Oh, cringe comp. Snap going straight. You guys remember that? That was one of my favorite memes. Was Shrek with a photo camera? Dude, that was like a certified way to murder somebody online. Was to just reply to whatever comment that they made with that picture, man. Oh man, it's crazy how many ways there is to kill somebody in the modern era. Got any cool skills or party tricks? I can solve a Rubik's Cube. Also, by the way, can I say you're both a freak and I understand the methodology, and I respect you for having the mental fortitude to have that like stored in your hard drive, because I know it's like it's a solvable thing, right? Like I remember being able to learn Rubik's Cube solving to the point that I could solve like one side. And at that point I checked out mentally. I was like, you know what? I'm happy enough with that. And then I would just use like a website and follow the the instructions on what to rotate at what time. But I respect the hard drive space. Like, you got more terabytes than I do. That's for damn sure. For keeping the set of instructions in there. Are you one of the people who can, like, you know, do it fucking blinded as well? I was gonna say handcuffed, but to your eyes or something, but you understand. Yeah, there's an algorithm. Exactly. I remember the like to solving, and maybe this is like, you know, level 1, and there's like, you know, 20 levels or something. I remember like you gotta make a plus sign with like, I would always start with like the white side, I think it was. And you make like a plus with a white, and then you just gotta fill in the corners. I know it's like very very like, you know, demure way, I guess, of putting it. Or simplifying it a little too much is what I'm trying to say. And I can't do it blind or anything. Okay. And that, by the way, people always want to like diminish your things. Like, oh, you can do like this very impressive thing, but can you do it with like your hands tied behind your back and your dick, like, you know, cut off in half or something? Like, people always try to, like, that's still fucking cool that you can, that you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I don't mean any disrespect whenever I say, like, if you're one of the freaks that can do it blindfolded. Like, maybe, I guess it's a little bit of disrespect to the people who can do it instead of the people who can't do it. But I definitely mean it just in a curious sense, I guess, not in a judgmental, like, well, you know, oh, you can't do it blindfolded, it's not as impressive that you've, like, you know, you have this algorithm in your head that you can, like, always replicate with 100% certainty, and like, you can fucking rediscover the atoms in an apple, like, you know, through the scientific method every time. People are fucked up, man. Do I have any party tricks? I mean, I can twist my tongue in, like, a U shape. And I bet that if I had the thing where I cut my tongue in half, I could, like, you know, do crisscrosses with it and everything, like cross my legs but with my tongues in a way, you know, like paint me like one of your French kissers, I guess, type of situation. Very proud of that bit I just made up. No worries, man, I got you. Okay, sick. Yeah, I love the atoms. You love the atoms of various fruits. Look. Oh, we're hitting all of the marks today. Okay, there's many quotas that I have to meet as a business, as a corporate owned Twitch channel. The people who own me are, you know, they're starting a new thing called no avatar or no face or something. I don't know. There's nothing there. I'm trying to pick the bone off of like the marrow off of the bone. I'm trying to suck that shit off. Like there's no meat in it to begin with. Yeah, party tricks. I don't know. I look, at least nothing that comes to mind. And again, like asking questions to someone who's playing games is very rude. I'm joking. Please keep them coming. I love the topics of conversation. But it's, I don't know. Anytime anybody asks me if I can do anything, I'm like, nah, I probably can't. Or at least I can't recall. Like, hey, can you like make your own like soup or something? I'm like, nah, I can't recall any time that I've done it. I don't know. It's like a constant mind flood situation where there's so many things that you're doing at the same time. I'm getting to the point where I'm almost like becoming separated from the entity you see on screen, and by that I mean I'm starting to get to the